Hopefully that is going to keep the water out of my kayak. Guess we'll find out. There we go. Nice fish. Oh my gosh, look at that thing. Look at that. Nice little gator trout. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at you. Nice channel catfish here. So before we get on the water, let's bring you up to speed with what's been happening recently. Today's Tuesday morning. It is approximately 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning, Tuesday. Thought you were a school teacher. Shouldn't you be teaching right now? Well, yes, except I took the day off so that I could take my son up to Reagan National Airport to fly out. He's heading off for his junior year ROTC experience in Kentucky. Hopefully he's going to have a good time, praying that he's going to be safe the entire time. Also looking forward to going down there for graduation, maybe do a little fishing. Let's talk a little bit about the kayak though. If you've been with the channel for a while, you know that again I've got basically two kayaks. I've got the one that I'm going to be using today, which I've had pretty much since the channel started, and I've got another kayak that I use often as well. Newer one that I picked up used, little heavier, so I don't put it up on top of the truck when I come out to go fishing. Now like I said, I've got three kayaks. My wife has an identical kayak to the one I'm sitting on right now. And she and I, back in late August, early September 2020, took the kayaks over to Mallows Bay, which is on the Potomac River. It's an area where they have sunk hundreds of old ships. It's basically a ship graveyard. David, being inquisitive, decided to get too close by accident and ended up getting caught on one of those iron rods sticking out from one of the wooden hull boats. It caught on one of my scupper holes and put about a 2-inch gash in the bottom of my kayak. I actually have a video, I'll link it up here, about a following fishing trip where I said that it actually concerns me. I took the kayak to a local shop here in Southern Maryland who did their due diligence in trying to make sure that they got the right plastic from the manufacturer, and they plastic welded it to the bottom of the kayak, and it worked. It worked until it just stopped working. I don't know if I scraped bottom at one point where I was coming in from an actual fishing trip or when I was launching from a fishing trip, but it just started leaking again. And this past weekend when I took the kayak out of the water, I had to wait probably 3 or 4 minutes while at least a gallon, if not a gallon and a half of water was poured out of the bow of my kayak. So I went and visited the local hardware store and I picked up this JB Weld water weld. Says it works on PVC and plastics. So this is a last ditch effort to see if I can save this kayak. If it works, terrific. If not, I'll be taking the anchor trolley off of it and taking it to the recycling center. Thanks for bearing with me, but that's not why you're here. You're here to see if I'm going to catch some fish. So let's try to do so. Cast that little grub. See if we can get anything. This kind of mocha colored water. Oh, if that was a bite, it was a nice one. Let's put it back over there. Hopefully that was a bite. Right back in the same location. Oh, that's a stick or something. I like to call this place Snag Central. And I just found one. We'll get this out and go to another spot. Oh, you stinker. What have we got? We got a little white perch that looks like he's had some problems. Look at that. I bet you something's been trying to chew on him. But a little white perch for the first species of the day. Oh, that's a yellow perch. Yes, sir. And we got the two perch types. Yes, sir. Look at you. Got you on a Christmas tree grub. Yes, sir. That was right up in here. Is there another one? I always like getting different species. So another thing that I just want to go ahead and mention while I'm out here right now is the fact that I'm going without a watch. My watch band broke probably about a month and a half ago or so, and I haven't replaced it. I don't buy expensive watches. I mean, I'm here, I'm actually putting my hand down in the water, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want to put an expensive watch down there. I know that they make them waterproof and everything, but I want to know, do you all fish by a clock? Do you sit there and say, okay, I'm going to fish this area for 15 minutes or so and then go to another area? It's kind of hard to do that when you don't have the watch. I know I can pull the phone out and everything, but that's just one more opportunity for the phone to fall into the water. So how do you guys do it? Do you fish with a watch? If not, what do you do? Let me know down below. What have we got? Oh, we got species number 3 because we got a crappie. Nice size crappie back up in here. Back here, nice and shallow. Give me another fish. And over there. So I've paddled up to the, I will say the northwest end of the actual lake. It gets pretty shallow up here. In fact, I think the last time I was here was on the other kayak, and I found out the entire lake, the deepest part seemed to be like 6 feet. I think if I put my kayak paddle down into the actual water right now, it would just cover just basically the paddle itself, not even come up to the actual thing to block the water. I'm seeing actual trails of mud being left by fish as I'm kind of spooking them. So I've got to approach pretty slowly here. Hopefully we can get something back here. That had it in its mouth. That had it in its mouth. Right here at the boat. Oh man, I wish. That was my largemouth I wanted to get. Oh man. Right here at the boat, right, turned off the camera. And it nails it right there at the boat. Oh, that was a bite. That was a bite. Let's try it again. Might have got him to come back. Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here. Come. Stay down. Come here. Yes! There you go. Look at that one. Look at that one. I like it. Bait right there in its mouth. Yes! I love it. About 15 inches. We'll let you go, buddy. Thank you for coming to play. I guess you can say follow-up bait. I don't know. Missed him on the light rod with that, Christmas tree grub. This gulp minnow, 2-inch variety, 2.5, I'm sorry. Cast it out there. Thought I felt him. Cast it back to the same spot. There he was. I love it when a plan comes together. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Just poking his head out right at me. Looking at me. I don't have anything for you. What have we got? Another crappie? Yes, sir. Crappie number 2. Crappie number 2. Bloop, right back in. What have we got here? Oh, we have a better perch. Yeah, better white perch. Up here within 100 yards of where I put in, I'll do that right onto a tree. And I snagged myself. There was a carp that just came up right there. One of these days I'm gonna come down here and try to go carp fishing. Never caught one before. I'm gonna have to give it a try. So we're gonna put this one to rest. Pretty happy with how it went today. Again, 7 fish, 4 species, 2 crappie, 2 white perch, a nice largemouth that I had to come back to catch, and then, is it 7 fish? And a white perch. So 2, and maybe it was 6 fish. I don't know. Today's a day off. I don't have to count. Anyway, get back to the launch. Hopefully find out that there's no water in the bottom of the kayak. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, tight lines. Here's the moment of truth. Did it work? Oh no, not at all. I can tell even before I picked it up. I think this kayak has seen its last trip.